Good afternoon, St. Lucie 5th graders. It's Miss LaShawn Ashton here, and I'm so glad to be with you today. So today we are going to introduce another standard, one that we haven't worked with together. It is called RI 2.5. It says, compare and contrast the overall structure of events, ideas, concepts, or information in two or more texts. And I wrote the question underneath it. What does this remind you of? When have we had to look at two or more texts in 5th grade and even 4th grade and come up with ideas, concepts, information that they both talk about? Anybody know? Yes, when you're writing, you're looking at different sources, and sometimes you're looking at 2 sources, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, but you have to integrate all that information to talk about a certain topic, one topic. So, what did we talk about Monday? Good, we talked about the Constitution. Can you guys remember anything that we talked about? We talked about the who, the what, and the why. So what was it about? Good, the Constitution. And who created the Constitution? The framers. And does anybody remember anything specific about it? Good, one of your vocabulary words, amendments. And what were the amendments? Good. Amendments were created to change the Constitution. Good. So today, this is the text you're looking at in your Canvas. It says, what is a Constitution? So what do you think this is going to be about? The Constitution. And I circled that so I know what that's going to be about. Okay, so today, instead of reading everything through to you guys and reading bullets and sections, we're going to get the gist of what the text is about by finding the topic sentence. So it could be what the overall idea of the section is, a paragraph, by finding the sentence that basically sums it up. So I did the first one for you. So if you look at it, it says a constitution. So the section is, what is a constitution? It says a constitution is a written plan for government. Does that answer the question, what is a constitution? Yes, it sure does. And then it continues to say, many countries, including the United States, have constitutions. Why do countries need them? Constitutions list the rules that citizens should follow and the beliefs of the nation. So it tells us what a constitution is in this paragraph, and I highlighted it right there. And then it tells us what it does. Okay? Good. The next one is an important document. So, why is the Constitution an important document? We should know enough by now to be able to address that. And we should use what we know, our background information, to understand what this section is about. So I'm going to skip to the next section, because I think you guys are going to be okay with that section. And then understanding the purpose of a constitution. Now let me ask you a question. Topic sentence. Where do you usually find the topic sentence? Good. You usually find it in the beginning, but can you find it in other places as well? Yes, so I don't want you guys to be confused. This document is going to basically tell you the topic sentence in the beginning of each section or the beginning of each paragraph. But as you're reading other documents and other texts throughout your school career, I don't want you to think that it's always going to be the first sentence. Sometimes it's not, so remember that. So this heading is understanding the purpose of a constitution. So what do you think this section is going to be about? Obviously, yes, understanding the purpose of a constitution. So the first sentence in the first paragraph says, a constitution should describe how a government should be organized. So the purpose of it is to describe how a government should be organized. The next topic sentence, a constitution should distribute power. So it should be organized, how the government should be organized, and how they should distribute power. And the last topic sentence, a constitution should describe the rights of people in the country for which the constitution was written. So it's telling us the purpose of a constitution is to organize government, distribute power, and describe the rights of the people. So now you have an idea of what this text is about. Now, this is the one we looked at Monday. So now we have two different texts. So now we have to compare and contrast the overall structure of them. So what is it, what concepts are the same or what are different? What information is the same or what's different? So on your actual Canvas course, you will see these questions. And it's these two, oops, sorry guys, these two that are dealing with that RI25 standard. So I'm going to read you the first question. How do the structures of what is a constitution, the one we just read, and U.S. Constitution facts differ? So how are they different? So here are your answer choices. A, use Constitution facts lists all the amendments, while what is a constitution describes the first 10 amendments. B, U.S. Constitution facts tell us a wide variety of information about the Constitution, while what is a constitution describes what it is and why we need one. C, U.S. Constitution facts lists all of the amendments, while what is a constitution does not discuss the amendments at all. Or D, U.S. Constitution facts tells a wide variety of information about the Constitution, while what is a constitution describes only the problems of a constitution. So now we have to figure out how they're different. I'm not going to give you the answer because it's going to be on your CFU, so you're going to have to figure that out by yourself, but I want you to think about both texts. What does this text tell you? What is it mostly about? It talks about the amendments, it talks about who created it, who some of the famous people were that created it. So this text is basically giving us the gist about what it is and who created it and what the parts are. And the one we read today, is giving us more what it is and why we need it. So it's giving us what is the Constitution and why do we need it. And we said right here, here are some reasons why we need it. To govern, the government should be organized, so we need it to organize government. We need it to distribute power, and we need it to make sure that the rights of the people and and lastly, it describes the rights of the people. So it's telling us why we need one. Now, you guys should be familiar with this because you had this last week, this chart, okay? So what it's asking you is, it's listing a couple different things, statements, and it's asking you where to find them. Did you find them in what is a constitution? Did you find them in U.S. Constitution facts, or were they found in both? So I'm going to read them to you. Describe what a constitution does. Was that in what is a constitution, U.S. Constitution facts, or in both? So you're going to have to look at both passages to come up with that answer. List the amendments. Did both of them list the amendments, or just in one of them? And if it was just one of them, which one was it? Explain why the amendments were added. So was that in just one of the texts or both of the texts? And describe 3 purposes of any constitution. I'll give you a hint. We talked about that one today. So was that in the first text, the second text, or both? I know you guys know it, and I know you guys will do very well. So that wraps up today, and I will see you guys back on Monday. Have a great day and a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.